What's good, YouTube? We have huge news from the OCG today, thanks to the organization, and this article's really written just so clever. I love it. Not to be confused with the Link Vrains box, which is actually a different thing. Seriously. The Link Vrains pack is a new booster pack set to be released in the OCG on November 25th, so expect spoilers soon, boyos. Total set size unknown. It is said to include several Link monsters to support OCG original themes, but there's an asterisk here for later in the article, that have appeared up to this point. It will also include reprints of key cards to build decks for included themes. Key cards. I'm liking this more and more. Here, OCG original likely means non-anime as opposed to OCG exclusive, meaning TCG exclusives are up for grabs. And it's almost as if they took the April Fool's idea from organization. They link it themselves. Seems familiar. April Frog, Legacy of the Link full set info, where they show off Harpy and Burning Abyss and all sorts of different potential Link monsters with their effects. But it was a complete prank. April Fools in the article, posted April 1st. But this, my boyos, this is real. And what could we possibly see? Well, my first thought instantly is Dante. 3 years of him being dominant in a meta and able to compete. That's not enough. Fan favorite Dante and his Burning Abyss could have a Link monster coming up in this, since it's highly likely that it means non-anime archetypes. This could be huge for a lot of previous archetypes. So the first thing that Burning Abyss really needs, they're dead without one of these. If any kind of Link monster is out that's not a Burning Abyss, you can no longer continue to special summon, you can no longer create a board. Basically, you're stuck with Dante or Beatrice and whatever you put out. And Beatrice herself is not a BA, so it's kind of difficult to even continue with just her. But with a Burning Abyss Link monster, the deck could come back into full swing, and its resources could be amazing for Link summoning. I would like to see one down and one side or something, so that you could make another down below, and then continue. Dante just refuses to stop being meta. There's already jokes that he's Ningrisu, but we'll continue on with archetypes that I would personally like to see get some support here. And Noble Knights come to mind almost instantly, because there was rumored support for Circuit Break that didn't happen. The Mecha Phantom Beast, which I also actually have here, got its support, which also could see some support in this set as well. But the Noble Knights were skipped over. Now, maybe it's because they're moving it back to this set. Konami dedicated an entire box in the TCG to this exclusive deck, so I doubt their plans for it are done even with how that product flopped a bit. I would think that they would dedicate perhaps a few cards in this that actually enable their strategy. Maybe special something from the deck and gains an equip card to it from deck, or something of the likes. We could see something really huge for the deck that actually makes it finally playable. And by playable, I mean it's gonna top some events. One man can hope, right? One man can hope Madrak could do it. Now, Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosack's down here because Dracosack, it's iconic. But the Mecha Phantom Beast lately got support, and what I'm thinking is they could put a Link monster in here that requires specifically Mecha Phantom Beast tokens as its materials, keeping it very exclusive to the deck, but then break in it a little. Let's break in that archetype. You've just given new support to it. Tokens are great with Link summoning. Let's see what you can do specific to the archetype. And another archetype that comes to mind are the Mermail Atlanteans. Now, you may be saying, John, they just got a very specific archetype. Well, not archetype, but typing. They got the star, I forget his name, the Star Boy version of a Link monster, similar to Mrs. Radiant. So, why would we give them even more? Well, it's a fan favorite, it's been over time, and as it says, they're going to be supporting themes that have appeared up to this point. So, they're looking back. They're looking back at legacy things. They're looking back at the decks that were completely damaged, I think, by Link summoning, and they're going to bring it to the forefront. So these are my main 4 archetypes I would like to see get actual support. But let's actually go through this article of the April Frog, because it does seem like the idea is a little bit borrowed from it, and see what they put in. And I remember there being a Burning Abyss monster in here. So we've got Harpies, a very popular archetype, but it's anime based there. That's my Valentine's deck. So I would think that according to their text, we wouldn't be seeing this get an update. So we can kind of ignore that a little bit. Fearsome Fire Beast, another Harpy support, quote-unquote. And then I think Black Skull, Red Eyes. So actually maybe they did that on purpose to, like, oh, we didn't get it from this article, because it looks like a lot of anime cards kind of put in here. Like Buster Dragons, Buster Bladers. So maybe this article is not the best of reference. But what I do remember is they put a Burning Abyss way down here, if I recall. We do have a Phantom Beast. That's kind of cool. Phantom Beasts. What else? It looked like an entire set when they made this. They worked so hard on this April Fool's joke. But I remember there being some Burning Abyss thing, and Farfa, aka used to be Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh! Freaking out about it just a little bit. Oh, Madolche's a good one. Madolche's a very good pick. That's a fan favorite that people love. I could easily see Madolche getting a Link monster in this set. That would be really nice. We keep going, Spellbook of Chaos. Spellbooks could get a Link, and Dante, Link to the Burning Abyss. There it is. That's what we were looking for, although this gives a down and sideways, which I wouldn't mind also. I just like to see it have some ability in the main monster zone for the purpose of the deck of flooding, which is, you know, what it's been doing. We see Super Quantums. They definitely need help. They were killed drastically by Link summoning. Let's see, what else you got for us? Oh, something else that would be kind of cool would be like Thor, Loki, all of them getting something to actually help them out. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe even the God cards, but that's also show-based, isn't it? Heroes of Legend. Heroes need something. But maybe a line of heroes that weren't in the show. I'm not sure which one of those there specifically are, but definitely this is perhaps the biggest news we've received, that Konami's acknowledging, hey guys, we realize we killed a few of your decks, so we're going to start to build them back up through links and let you play them again. Give us a bit. We got this. We realize we killed a few of your decks, but we got this. And I think that's very important. I think it's very good, and I think a lot of eyes are going to be on this set with this small information of news from the official Yu-Gi-Oh!.jp. This ain't no April Fools. A lot of eyes are going to be on this. So, what do you guys want to see in this? What archetypes would you like to see get Link monsters and support? I don't think Kaijus need anything. I was actually looking up at my Godzilla figures up above me, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool if there was a Kaiju Link monster that let you have 2 Kaijus on your field. No, stop that. Stop that. Like, ignore their summoning condition, ignore what's on the field, but that would be insane. Kaijus need no help. They're already an insane engine. But I definitely think there are so many archetypes that you guys would like to see get some legacy support. Maybe a Light Sworn Link monster? That would be nice, since none of that was included in the new stuff. Help your Minervas out, get some extra mills to help your deck do what it would be doing already. Maybe Minerva in Link form. That would be pretty cool. I just think this is a very important set. I don't think it can be undersold in any way, shape, or form that this is going to change how the game is played for a lot of people that were thinking about leaving it because their decks were killed. But I think there's only going to be a few decks in here too. Well, who knows? Maybe this is going to be a rather large set where there's like 2 to 3 cards of support, because like, let's say there's a Link monster, then 2 to 3 cards of support, and a reprint or 2 per archetype. If we get 5 per type and put, say, 90 cards in there, well, 90 divided by 5. How do we math right now? That's 18. That would be 18 archetypes you could support right there. That's not going to be everything. That's not going to be a Christmas list. But it is going to be a good chunk of decks that were killed. And you could really cram that into the set. Now, if it's 60, and we're assuming 5 cards apiece, maybe even 6, that's, you know, 10, 12 archetypes that could be helped. Still a pretty good chunk. But either way, I really think we can't emphasize enough that this is a huge transition, a huge step to fix the dead archetypes, the cards that people have, because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about, right? Unlike every card game where they cycle sets, we go all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to our roots, and can always play everything that's not on the forbidden list. And we're able to string together archetypes and make them work with others, and our creativity is never stunted. And sometimes that creates something broken, but here, it's going to be really good. Thanks for watching, and again, down in the comments below, please post what archetypes you hope to see from the set to help revive in the Link era into the Vrains.